Hey guys, what's going on? Just another episode of Behind the Scenes, Separate the Elevate Edition. Today we're going to hit on how to hit your New Year's goals or your New Year's resolution, how to actually follow through and get those things done. So here we go. Yeah, music is brought to you by Joe Kim Peru. This track's called Let's Go Surfing. You'll find all the information in the description if you're interested in checking out his music. So yeah, welcome back to Behind the Scenes. Instead of a real estate edition, we got Separate the Elevate edition. For those that don't know me, my name is Stas Matthias. Um, I do real estate and coaching. I'm a broker. I own a company here in Southwest Florida, and I like to help people out with a little bit of information whenever I can. And so today's topic is how to hit your New Year's goals. Every year in the month of December, millions of people see time dwindling down, and they start to prepare for the upcoming year. For many, the new year is, a year of change. For some, it's a year of growth. For others, they just want to continue the momentum from last year and carry it into the new year. No matter what the situation may be, when entering the new year, one thing is for certain: you should have some kind of plan on how to hit your goals, fulfill your New Year's resolutions, or how you will continue that momentum. So I put together a quick, easy step-by-step process on how you can achieve those goals. A goal properly set is halfway reached. That quote's from Zig Ziglar. So in this episode, I want to help you to set up an easy system to not only answer your own questions, but also help give you a step-by-step model of how you can actually complete those goals. So part one, it starts with putting your goals or resolutions on paper. I know it sounds silly, but writing down your goals is an excellent way to make it a reality. They say by recording your dreams and goals on paper, you set it in motion. You set in motion the process of becoming the person you most want to be. So put your futures in good hands, your own. That quote was from Mark Victor Hansen. So my first step in the process is to write out all the things you want to change, make changes to, learn, lose, or acquire. Pretty much anything that's been rolling around in your head, let's go ahead and write it down and put it in a list form. So part two, next I want you to put a star next to the top three priorities on the list you just created. So you went ahead and you put everything that was going on in your mind, everything you wanted to change, everything you wanted to obtain, anything, you just wrote it in list form. You're like, I want to get a new car, I want to get a new job, I want to make more money, I want to get a new watch, whatever it is, you just put them all on a sheet of piece of paper. And you went ahead and next you put a star next to your top three priorities from the list you just created. So when I say three priorities, I mean, yes, three priorities. Just put three priorities. Now I know a lot of people are thinking, I have more than just three priorities. A quote by Jim Collins: if you have more than three priorities, you have no priorities. Several successful professionals in the world, including famous author and business consultant Jim Collins, will tell you if you have more than three priorities, you don't have any. So what is being said is, if you have more than three priorities, nothing is a priority. Do the hard jobs first. The easy jobs will take care of themselves. That quote's from Dale Carnegie. With that being said, you will notice that if once you take care of those three major priorities from your list, the other items of concern that are on your list, they may get taken care of by the three major items. Therefore, it shrinks your list. So Some people will write down, oh, I need to lose weight, I need to eat healthy, I need to do this, that, and then the major priority was just maybe getting a good fitness regimen together, and through that, you knocked out a couple things or a couple items on your list. So go through your list and check out, what are the three major priorities that you feel are on those lists. Put a star on that, and then you pull those three out and you start working on that. So that takes you into part three. So now that you have your top three priorities written down, we can now work on accomplishing them. The first step is to write a reason why each priority is a priority. Write out reasons why each priority has a purpose. So for instance, what is the goal? Why is this priority important, and why is it important to complete this goal? What will happen if I accomplish this goal? The trouble with not having a goal is that you can spend your life running up and down the field and never score. That quote's by Bill Copeland. So again, if you feel that these are three priorities, you should be able to sit there and say, okay, well, this is the reason why I need this done, because this will trigger this, because this at the end will give me the result of this. So you want to try to come up with the reasons for your three priorities. And special note here, if you can't find many reasons why it's important to accomplish one or any of these goals or priorities, then you may want to go back to your original list and pick a new one. What you first thought was a priority may not have actually been one. And once you sat down and broke it down for consideration, you realize, okay, well, I thought that was a priority, but I'm having a hard time really making sense of why this is a priority. Then obviously it's not a priority. And so, move on, go back to that list and pick out something else that could be a bigger priority that you might have eliminated before. So then part four, now that you have your reasons and why you are now passionate about these goals or priorities, next you want to list steps for each goal and priority. By that I mean make a list for each goal on how you plan to obtain that goal. List all the different ideas you may have that could help you to obtain that goal. So whether it's implementing a new workout regimen, a new morning routine, scheduling time for the events you need done, researching the right foods to eat, maybe networking with a different group, going to different social events, things of that nature. So putting together a list of how-tos actually will help you to complete your goal. You may get to the very top of the ladder and then find it has not been leaning against the right wall. That quote's by Alan Raines. So again, you climb the ladder, you're just climbing a ladder with no goals, no kind of strategic planning at all, and then you find out you're on the rooftop of the wrong building. It was just leaning on the wrong wall. So with that being said, you definitely want to put together your lists and put this plan into action. It really will help you to attain your New Year's resolutions or your goals. And then last but not least, part five. The final step to completing your goals and resolutions is to set a due date, time frame, or a deadline. Yep, that's right. Set up a realistic deadline to manage hitting your goals. A dream is just a dream. A goal is a dream with a plan and a deadline. That quote's by Harvey Mackay. So putting a time frame or a deadline is real simple. You have to ask yourselves, when are you going to do this? When will this be completed? What's the start date? What's the end date? Calculated time frame that's needed, and be realistic. Well, I want to lose 30 pounds in 2 weeks. That's not a healthy, realistic goal. Maybe 10 pounds in 30 days, 30 pounds in 90 days. Just things of that nature. I always tell people, you can tell everyone around you that you're about to commit to something, but if you don't have an actual start date, it's just another pipe dream. Your body of work will speak for itself. The same thing goes for having a completion date or a deadline. If you say you want to lose 10 pounds this year, are you giving yourself 30 days? Are you giving yourself 60 days? Or are we looking at 90 days? I mean, are you taking the whole 365 days? Like, what is your time frame? What is your end date? So set a deadline, a realistic deadline. I want to lose 10 pounds by June, or before the summer. I want that beach body. There's just a ton of goals, and this is just one small example. So giving yourself a realistic deadline will help you to succeed in hitting your goals or New Year's resolution. So that about wraps it up here. If you follow these easy strategy game plans, so to speak, you should be able to hit your New Year's goals, resolutions, or even continue momentum. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up. I'm on pretty much all the social medias: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and they're all at Broker Stas, even Tumblr. You could definitely hit me up on the Separate to Elevate channel. And yeah, hope you guys are having an awesome New Year's, and I hope this all works out for you. Have a blessed one.